thing, man. It's a different thing with that guy.
Well, it's like Matt always says, play to your strengths.
Yeah,
Right.
but you know you got to take that payday. I mean, what did he make out of that fight? He probably made $10 million or something.
Yeah, and Jake Paul's very smart, man. Like he gets guys that he's bigger than. The only time he fought another boxer his size was Tom Fury, and he lost. Tom Fury?
Good fight.
Tommy Fury.
Very good fight. Very good fight. You know, I think he's like any other young up-and-coming boxer. It's just everybody dismisses him.
So what do you think of this?
That wasn't a good one. Wasn't a good one. Yeah.
Overall, how'd you just see how Jake fought, how Mike fought?
Well, you know, you can tell something was wrong when Tyson there, so he couldn't get his balance was off.
That's crazy. You noticed that. I just talked to his trainer, and he told me that exact thing. His balance was off.
Joel Rogan shared his thoughts on the shocking Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson boxing match, expressing a mix of shock and anger, but he praised Jake Paul as a skilled and hard-working boxer, emphasizing that Paul is not to be underestimated despite his influence or background.
Other than golf.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, why are we letting this happen?
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but he's made for it, man. Like, he's made
Mike
for it.
is?
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Listen,
Dude, he's perfectly capable of knocking him out.
He is perfectly good.
About the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight, stating she knew Jake would win, she attributed this to Jake's youth and strength at 27 compared to Tyson's advanced age and diminished physical abilities. Rose's comments highlighted the generational gap between the two fighters and suggested that age played a decisive role in the bout's outcome.
Also has layers upon layers of attacks that are in his mind. He's forgotten more about
That's what I'm
boxing than
saying.
Jake Paul has ever remembered.
Yeah. It's just how quickly can it happen, because how much gas is a guy
Also,
like that going to have?
how does he feel now? He might have been excited when he said he wanted to do it, but how does he feel now? You got months and months and months of this.
I just want to
Is
see
this
something
wearing
other
on
than
him?
those mitts.
Does he dismiss does he wish he didn't say yes to it?
Eddie Hearn admitted he could only watch the first round of the fight. He found it difficult to see Mike Tyson in this condition, noting that the legendary boxer was not himself. Hearn stressed Tyson's iconic status in the sport and said the fight didn't honor his legacy.
Amber, what'd you think of the fight? What'd you think of the fight?
I knew Jake Paul was going to win. I felt it in my heart.
Yeah?
I knew Trump was going to win.
What made you know that? Yeah, what made you know that?
I just, he's 27 years old. He's working hard. I just saw it. I watched the progression of who he is as a boxer. And I was only one. I was cheering. I just knew it. I just did.
Who do you want to see him fight next, in your opinion? Or who would you like to see him fight next?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know chances.
Will we ever see you in the ring?
No.
You don't really like that side?
No, I'm a 41-year-old mother. I'll beat your ass, little boy.
That was rude. Wow.
That was actually hella funny.
Did you see the girl fight?
I did. Yeah.
Amanda and
Him Russell Morg took to Twitter, writing, "Everyone quickly realizing we're watching a 58-year-old box." His tweet underscored the reality that Mike Tyson, though a legend, was far past his prime and couldn't deliver his best performance against Jake Paul. Another Twitter user, Jay Webb, tweeted, "I think I got the wrong link for Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight." This sarcastic remark reflects the disappointment many fans felt as Tyson's performance didn't match the expectations set by his training videos. And legendary status Clint Russell tweeted, "Major respect to Jake Paul. It's clear he didn't want to hurt Tyson. Easily could have ended that fight. Yes, it's sad, but honestly it was beautiful to see Mike in there one last time. One last anticipatory build to Mike Tyson's fight. One more. But what if he?" Russell's tweet highlighted Paul's measured approach in the ring, avoiding a knockout out of respect for Tyson's legacy.
It's hard to watch, and it was always going to be like that. But it doesn't have to be. They're not making this for me. Look how many people turned up. Look how many people tuned in. So I can't knock it. Well, it's not for me. And there's no that much respect. I love boxing. I don't want to see Mike Tyson stuck in quicksand. And he showed unbelievable heart, by the way. No one wants to see that.
Well, the 30 seconds that you saw, I know Jake Paul was.
They've got pillows on. They've got 14-ounce gloves on. He come out like a raging bull. But after that, he's gassed. But Mike's a legend, and he showed a load of heart. You just don't need to see it.
A lot of people just say, I'm just here to just watch Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I get it. But maybe they haven't watched boxing for 35 years. And love the sport. And I haven't even had a drink. And love the sport more than anything. Because that's what I do. So for me, I didn't want to see it. And when I did see it, I didn't want to see it even more. But I get it. Casual fan. Wow, can he still do it? Has he still got it in him?
Years FBY Covington praised the fight's safe outcome, saying it was clear this wasn't the prime Mike Tyson. He expressed happiness that Tyson was unharmed and walked out of the ring healthy. Covington's comments reflected relief over the event's lack of serious injuries. __. What did I think? Yeah.
did I think? Yeah. You know, I love seeing Mike out there doing what he loves to do. It's his passion. But I don't know. I think Jake looked a little soft tonight. He don't look like a real boxer, a pro boxer that's been training the last 10 years. So, you know, he needs to come see me one day. A guy that's in his prime that's going to walk him down and have that cardio. So,
did you expect him to knock Mike Tyson out tonight?
I did, yeah. I thought, you know, Mike's a little bit older. You know, he had a problem. You know, they had to push back the first fight because, you know, he had like a stroke on a plane or something like that. So,
also,
I was just scared. I didn't want to see Mike get hurt. I'm happy he's walking out of that ring and he's healthy tonight. So, super happy. Everything went well, and you know, it was a spectacle. All the fans enjoyed the show.
You want to fight Jake Paul?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'd love to fight him. He talked a lot of shit about me in the past. I'd love to see him back it up. For sure. I'm definitely. That's all I've been practicing the last.
Dana White acknowledged the bravery of Mike Tyson's decision to fight at nearly 60 years old. He noted the 31-year age gap between Tyson and Jake Paul, implying that such a significant difference posed challenges for the older fighter earlier.
What did I think? Yeah. You know, I love seeing Mike out there doing what he loves to do. Passion. But I don't know. I think Jake looked a little soft tonight. He don't look like a real boxer, a pro boxer that's been training the last 10 years. So, you know, he needs to come see me one day. A guy that's in his prime that's going to walk him down and have that cardio. So,
did you expect him to knock Mike Tyson out tonight?
I did, yeah. I thought, you know, Mike's a little bit older. You know, he had a problem. You know, they had to push back the first fight because, you know, he had like a stroke on a plane or something like that. So, also, you know, I was just scared. I didn't want to see Mike get hurt. I'm happy he's walking out of that ring and he's healthy tonight. So, super happy. Everything went well, and you know, it was a spectacle. All the fans enjoyed the show.
You want to fight Jake Paul?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'd love to fight him. He talked a lot of shit about me in the past. I'd love to see him back it up.
Dr. Bryan harshly criticized the fight, stating it should never have been sanctioned. He described Tyson's appearance as concerning, pointing out physical changes due to age the rounds.
Tyson has been announced to return to boxing. I know in the past you said you didn't want him to fight again. You tried to talk him out of fighting again. Have you spoken to him about this one?
He gets mad when I do this, but Mike's 60, man. What do you guys think about it? Who gives a shit what I think? It's not my fight. I love Mike Tyson, you know, personally as a friend, and he's one of my favorite athletes of all time. I don't know. Let's see what he can go in there and put together a training camp and come in, and, you know, I don't like to see guys fighting it. Be a 31-year age difference during that fight. Just, you guys know what I think of that stuff.
Stephen Espinosa weighed in on the fight, calling it a rough event. He expressed disappointment, stating that Mike Tyson should have done more. Espinosa reflected on the glory of Tyson's prime, saying he wished to see the old MIC, but acknowledged this fight didn't live up to those expectations.
It was clear. This was a 58-year-old man, and he looked like a 58-year-old man. And I have a lot of issues with this. I don't think this fight should have ever happened. I think it says a lot of bad things about the combat sports world and sets a really dangerous precedent going forward. We're going to talk about the whole fight clearance approval process and then just physiologically why he looked the way he did. There's a lot of just true anatomy and physiology changes that explain why Tyson looked so bad and play a role in why this type of thing should not happen. So how did this fight even happen or get approved? Each state has an athletic commission that governs licenses for combat sports. It's not a national standard, state by state, and there's a wide variety of medical clearance processes and rules in place from one state to another. That probably played some role in where this fight happened because Texas has some of the more lenient medical clearance processes. So here you can see if you're going to apply to get a license, you basically have to have a medical exam. You have to have some negative blood work, which is pretty self-explanatory. You have to have passed an eye exam within the previous 6 months. And if you are over the age of 36, you are considered a older competitor, and you have to have more favorable physical testing, limited, including EEG, EKG. So EEG.
My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want you as children. Praise be to God.
Yeah, well done. Well done. Mike, can I ask, when you heard that from another young man from Brooklyn, what did that mean?
Yes, he was very, very eloquent, but that day I was off my meds.
Yeah.
You say you're not going to lose, but the odds say differently. How disrespected does that make you feel, and why do you think you are the underdog?
Thank you.
Comment about being over the age of 36 is what they would consider an older athlete. Physical exam. For the neurologic exam, none of this is functional. This is very basic. How alert are you? Your cranial nerves. look at somebody walk, very simple finger, nose, and reflexes. This is extremely, extremely simple screening, not anywhere near the level of complexity for something like what a professional boxer is walking into. And it's the same, other than an EKG and an EEG, for a 20-year-old fighter or theoretically a 90-year-old fighter. There's no